There's times that I think I'm speaking and I feel like it's just going in, like, it goes in one ear and just goes, like,
Happy Chaos, that's our song. Loud and wild, but where we belong. Life's a sermon, love's the verse. Blessings big and a little reverse. Happy Chaos, yeah, bring it on.
Welcome back.
welcome back to Happy Chaos. And we've got a very special episode today because I've got to talk to you about that was good.
So that's what he's been doing over here. He's been grinning and smirking. And...
all because of that. I wanted that one button right there.
Okay. All right. I can get down with that. But where's our Happy Chaos and all that?
Happy Chaos.
You're really quick with the buttons over here.
I'm learning them.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, today we're talking about
Kind of conspiracy theories.
Trump and aliens. Did you guys
we
ever
have a lot to dive into.
Did you guys ever watch the X-Files? Did you ever watch the X-Files? Was that a thing for you?
No, I watched Unsolved Mysteries.
Oh, is that similar? I think the
That's more
X-Files
like
is
stories that happened locally.
well, isn't it supposedly like actual stories?
Yeah, not like fake aliens.
Who's she saying fake? Why is she saying fake? Why would she say that?
Because they're fake. But we're going to get into that. But number one, if you're just tuning in, this is Justin. I'm Kelly.
Don't believe her. Don't believe anything. Question everything.
Widower, remarried, a year and a half now. We took a 1-week hiatus because we needed to recharge on the beach.
To be fair, we did have big plans to number one, we were going to film an extra one last.
Still have our headphones on. We're not doing that.
Oh, man, I was enjoying the headphones. I like it.
I don't like them so much.
I just feel like if we're going to go headphones, they're all in. You know, can y'all chime in here? Should we lose the headphones? I mean, you can't hear when you do stuff.
I heard that.
Barely hear. It's not the same.
No,
it's not the same as the surround sound.
I agree, and I can hear better, but it doesn't matter. I'd rather do this without the headphones.
There's always one to concede.
I know.
And it's me.
It's usually me, but...
Well, let's wear the headphones then.
It's usually me, though. Why should I have to every time? Okay,
Sure.
but this is episode...
I don't even know. We haven't done that in a while.
57.
What episode is this? 57. Whoa, 57. And I need you to get your phone out for some comments.
Oh, I'm definitely doing some comments. It's been too long,
It's been too long. We haven't read comments in a little bit.
In 2 weeks, because we had Mandy and Ryan on
and we didn't
the week
read
before
comments.
last.
And then we didn't do a show.
And we had big plans to do a show from Florida.
Well, we were gonna do an extra one, just pre-record one, and then have it when we were gone. And we didn't get that done. And we were getting ready to leave. And I said, I'll grab the portable microphones and we'll take them with us, and let's just do like a special one-off podcast from the beach. That's what we were gonna do. Was like a from the beach episode. And I had those microphones, and we were definitely saying that we should do it.
Yeah. So here's the thing. We have Mandy and Ryan's episode that has comments, but we have the one before that we have not read comments from.
You got to go back.
And there was 47 comments
you gotta
on
go
that
back.
one.
You
So
gotta go
I don't
back
want to rip off anybody.
No, I don't. Yeah, you guys deserve to get what you paid for this.
Exactly. Wait. I pay them to support me on my side of things.
Also, we're definitely out of pocket more than we're in pocket.
Yeah, for sure.
In this case, this stuff's not free, you all. I mean, some of it's free. To post it is free on Spotify
but the work
YouTube.
that goes into it and the equipment, not free.
The equipment is not free, and plus, I'm a little techie when it comes to stuff like that. I constantly want to upgrade things.
Yeah.
And so that's the problem with tech stuff. You upgrade it now, and then you upgrade it again later.
It's true.
You
It's
just
very
keep-
true.
But you have to admit, when you listen to the difference of the audio with these,
Oh, it's ridiculous.
I mean, this was a little expensive, what we did here.
Yeah.
Expensive for us, I mean, we're two people.
But we really want to get another one for his side of things because he's got a podcast without me. And he has.
You want to be on it? You want
No,
to come be on
I
off the pulpit
don't.
with me?
Thank you. I have this.
I spend a fair amount of time with a camera and a microphone in my face.
You do.
It's a lot.
So here's the thing. We just got a letter.
I'm not doing it.
We just got a letter. We just got a letter.
So you couldn't hear it. You couldn't hear when I hit that because.
Just turn it up then. Turn it up some.
What do you mean? I mean, turn it up in my headphones so you can hear it come through the headphones.
Boom.
Okay.
All right.
That's what we'll do then.
We're going to read some comments, you guys. Forgive us that we haven't read comments in 2 weeks, but this is one of our favorite parts of the show. So we're going to get on with it.
And know this, that we actually do read these comments. We had this conversation the other day about being better about actually responding via, typing a response. But
when there's comments on short content,
I just mean on this, like on our podcast, that we should go on and try to, write those comments back. But we do read the comments, and they really are a highlight. I mean, mostly, I would say like 99.9% of them are a highlight of our week. Every now and then there's some that's like, oh, here we go. They're gonna be getting on us again.
Yeah.
But
that's
okay.
usually on the reels. All right, Dawn Downs. I'm with Kelly. I love Bath and Body Works hand soap. That's all I buy for the house. I still have Christmas ones out that they smell so good. I also order flower seeds from Amazon. Easier than looking through all the seeds in the store and then for them to not have what I'm looking for. Now she's referring to ordering everything off of Amazon.
Well, and specifically that I was kind of razzing you a little bit for ordering pumpkin seeds on Amazon.
Can we tell the crowd how long it's been since I've ordered something on Amazon?
Probably 2 weeks.
3.5.
No, because you ordered that hat.
It's been 3. No, hold on.
You ordered the hat.
Hold on. He made a bet with me.
It wasn't. You keep calling it a bet. It was not a bet.
He challenged me. He challenged me to
There
something.
We go. And offered payment.
And he said, I will give you 25 Amazon dollars
if you do this.
You do this. I did it, and then I surpassed without asking for more or anything. I'm not going to ask for more. I surpassed that, and I went above and beyond in this adventure. And I rightfully took the $25. And what did I buy with that $25?
A hat. You should have brought that hat onto the show.
I know.
I don't even know if I want to tell you. I think I might want to make you all wait and make Kelly wear it one day.
Okay.
So y'all take a guess. Here's our first game for the day. What do you think the hat says?
But listen, if you know and you've seen me,
Amazon?
if you've seen it on me, you can't chime in though.
You can, if you've seen it on Kelly, you can only say that.
Yeah.
You can only say, "I've seen it.
Yes,
I've seen the hat. I know what it is."
Yeah, I'll wear it to church Wednesday. All right, here's the other thing.
I want your guesses.
Yes,
Please
I want
tell
your
me,
guesses too.
What do you think the hat that Kelly bought on Amazon with a $25 challenge? What do you think that hat says? And by the way, just to be clear, I don't control what Kelly spends on Amazon.
But Kelly, because I'm trying to speak my husband's love language, I have taken a hiatus from Amazon. It's hard. I am struggling, but I'm trying to show him
Amazon
that I
calls.
respect him and that there is a shopping spree coming. Not a spree. There is some shopping coming because it's been so long. But I'm still being good, and I won't make up for lost time. I won't make up for lost time. But think of 3.5 weeks worth of spending. I mean, I had something coming every day, and that's a minimum one thing a day. And that's not all stuff for me or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. That's stuff for the house, stuff for the kids, But hold on. Just listen to me, though. All right? I have been not only good, I want to thank everybody who showed up for me to get the weight bench. You guys are amazing. But what did Kelly do? Kelly won that fair and square. You guys saw the bet here on the podcast. What did Kelly say to you, and what did Kelly do when I got all my votes?
Kelly sweetly said that she wanted to speak my love language of saving money, and she didn't order the weight bench, even though she had every right to.
Look at all the stuff stacking up for me. I'm just saying. I'm not this.
Have you guys ever seen a cowboy quick draw? That's how Kelly is with Amazon.
Yeah, it is.
You can get it on Amazon. Bam! I look over. She's ordered it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll say something, or I'll hear somebody else say something. I'll look over like, stop, put your phone down. Put your phone down.
So what?
She's coming after Amazon.
I am.
Anyways, I harassed you about pumpkin seeds. That's what Dawn was referencing.
Yes. And about everything, because I think there's some more people that comment. But Ashley Mazzoni, Justin is feisty and Kelly is spicy. Y'all are cracking me up. Kelly keeps you on your toes, and I'm here for it. When you mention having to buy something and he slightly twitches, has me crying. By the way, you can't get ready for vacation after vacation. I vote yes. That's about the weight bench. So she was one of the many that voted yes on the weight bench.
Except the fact that we have plenty of weight equipment. We have plenty of stuff. You can do anything you want to do. There's nothing that we can't do. There's never like, oh, I really wish I could do this with my weight equipment, but I can't.
Micah Critchfield, promote Kelly from the ottoman that I use as my weight bench. Promote her from it.
I did. I gave her listen, of no purposeful doing. It just happened that she would always push the actual weight bench my way, and she would grab. We say ottoman, but it's like a bench. It's like a
Ottoman bench.
Sort of, yeah. I mean, but it's long. It's not like a little square. I mean, it's so long. It looks like a bench, and it's just a flat little surface. And, anyways,
and I lovingly hand my husband
But ever since the conversation about don't buy the weight bench, who has had the weight bench and who has had the ottoman?
I've had the weight bench,
and I've had the ottoman.
But I tried to take the ottoman. And he refuses. He's like, nope, you didn't get the weight bench.
I said just use the ottoman. So I have been demoted to the ottoman, and Kelly has been promoted to the older weight bench that we have. And it's not even that old.
Yeah, it's not.
It's oldish.
Okay, Casey Rogers said maybe a weight bench will come into the thrift store, Kelly.
Now that I can agree with.
Casey, I thought that you had some inside information when you said that, but I have not seen a weight bench come into.
I should have turned the people at the store on to like, hey, we're looking for a weight bench. So if you see one, let us know. So, anyways, hey, by the way, y'all, the thrift store is going really, really well.
It's going so well.
So, you know what? Though my encouragement would be to you. There's a few things that you can do there. So, number one, make sure that you actually go by. If you have donations, don't. I know you might have another store that has, goodwill, but in between you and the thrift store, just pass that up. It's okay. Take the drive. You can do it on your way to church on a Wednesday night. Come a little early, stop by, drop some donations off. There's one. Number two, there really are probably. I don't know of any thrift store that has better prices.
I don't either.
Than Salt and Light
And
Thrift.
you can ask anybody who's been in our thrift store; they'll say the same thing.
There's reviews online, which is what I want to get to third. But listen, go by the thrift store and do a little shopping. But I want you to just embrace the Kelly and just stop by. You don't have to know. You don't have to know.
Embrace the Kelly.
Yeah, you don't have to know what you want.
That's the next thrift store tea merch I'm gonna make.
What? Embrace the Kelly?
Yeah, Salt and Light Thrift.
Embrace the Kelly. That means that you let the store speak. You let the store tell you what you want. You don't tell the store what you want.
No, you don't go in the store saying I'm getting this.
Right. No.
You go into the store saying, what does the store want me to get today?
Right. Then, all right, there's a number 3 here.
Yeah, okay.
Number 3, go on Google and write a review for the store.
Yes.
Now, I can't tell you to give 5-star reviews, but I can tell you that 5-star reviews are the best star reviews and that 5 stars are easy to click. It takes you the same amount of time to click 5 stars as it does anything lower than 5.
Yeah. I don't think anybody would want to give lower than 5. We've only had one angry customer, and that was, I don't think it was opening day. And the guy, he came in. What are you looking at? Is my hair messy?
Well, now that you caught me looking, there's just a little piece of something in your hair.
A little fuzzy?
A little fuzzy.
It's from the sweater.
Yeah.
And he was like, this ain't no blank blank thrift store.
This is a clothing store.
This is a clothing store. There's no blank blank here and no blank and blankety blank blank blank. And then he marched out, and I'm like, whoa, somebody's angry.
He was angry. No, he was actually saying the word blank. He was looking for ammo, practice ammo. Anyways, so.
But please go on and leave a review.
Yeah. So listen, are you hear what I'm saying? I'm actually giving some good insight tips here to what happens in the back end on Google. Mm-hmm. So go leave a review. And then here's a fourth one. This is a little trick one. Okay. And you can do this with your businesses if you have a business. If you're going to the thrift store or to church, put the address in on your GPS and then let your GPS run on the way, whether that's Apple Maps or Google, because Google and Apple clock that to see how many people put that in as a destination. So when you see more people, listen, we had 2,000 people come out to the thrift store in the first 2 weeks. Yeah. Did you hear what I said? 2,000 people have come out in the first 2 weeks to come to the thrift store. If 2,000 people within 2 weeks had put in Google Maps, and they probably did to some degree, but what that's going to do is that's going to take it on Google Maps and that's going to put it up the ranks to say when people type in thrift stores and they're near the Oldham County, Louisville area, then it's going to push Salt and Light Thrift up in those ranks. So I would encourage you, put it in your GPS. There you go. There's 4 ways. You can donate, you can shop, you can leave a review, and you can go GPS it when you're on your way. And all you church members, you do that on your way to church too. It's helpful on the back end of things.
Yeah.
Anyways, I watched this guy online and he gives all these little tips and tricks about how to like get your SEO ranking up and search engine optimization, SEO.
Okay. I was just going to go.
All right. Maybe I should
He's
have
the
done
one geeking out here on
Maybe I should have done this
SEO.
one. That would have been better.
No, don't be mean to yourself.
Okay. Anyways, we were reading comments. We've only got 2.
Yeah, we only have 2. Well, maybe 3. But David Eaton, I am rolling. I usually end up posting my comment much later in the week, but this one had to be today. I'm a yes with Kelly, mainly because I too am a restrained spendaholic. If you only saw me at a NASCAR race, I'm very spontaneous when it comes to date planning, which drives Kaylee crazy because she likes an itinerary. She never tells me where she wants to eat, but to the point, I can guess pretty well. As to your question, Kelly, that's classified. Love y'all. Have a blessed week. That question that's classified was me calling him out on national television. Just kidding. This is national television. And asking him when he was going to propose to my daughter.
This is international. We have people watching from England and Canada.
And I only did it to be funny because Kaylee is Kaylee. She's my child.
I insist that y'all need to leave that young man alone.
We did. We don't do it anymore. We don't say anything. I don't. Kaylee, that's another case. David, she's yours. So
listen,
that's your problem.
I keep trying. Y'all need to chime in on this. I keep trying to tell my daughter, let things happen the way they're going to be. Like, don't push. You know.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Okay.
Listen, we have 3 children that are going to be engaged in the next 6 months, and 2 of them may be married within that 6 months.
I don't understand
so much craziness happening in the love world.
I don't understand all this talk about, young people talking about getting engaged. That does not compute with me.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel, especially like with the person, if you're going to talk about getting engaged so openly, then just do it. Like, I don't know.
I agree. Just do it. If you're going to have conversations about it, just do it.
And I think it's reasonable. Okay, here we go. Let's get into some podcast conversations. I think that it's reasonable for 2 young people who are dating to have conversations about what they want when they get married, what they want to be engaged, like certain things.
You should have that on the first date.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because if you guys,
I can't believe she didn't scare me off, y'all. I can't believe that I didn't run.
Listen, if you guys aren't on the same page, why make a second date?
Okay.
We, as Christians, we're not dating just to date.
Yeah, I get that. Well, I mean,
I think there are.
Hold on, you're saying like we're not dating just to. It depends on what you mean by dating. Like if you mean dating someone as in like I am, going steady. My dad used to date. He'd be like, "You mean going steady?" Okay,
no, I'm talking. I'm on a first date with you.
Yeah.
And if we don't agree, number one, on do you want children in the future?
my late wife and I
Didn't want children.
didn't want children. Then she flipped the script on me, wanted children. Boom. I got 9 kids now. Easy as that. I
Well,
mean,
me and Jonathan had a conversation on our first date, and we talked about parenting style. We talked about how many kids we want, when we want to be married, if we want to be married. We talked about a lot of things, and it was good because I'm like, okay, this is second date worthy.
I get that to some degree.
You're just
like I'm not.
relaxing now.
Yeah. Is that okay?
Sure.
Do you want to lean back with me? Look, our little microphones go way back here. We can just go all the way back.
We could recline these chairs. Just kidding, we can't.
I'm sort of with you, but I'm saying also that, you don't have to discuss marriage on the first date or being engaged.
It's not about discussing marriage.
I mean, this went really far.
I'm
trying to say that, I'm just trying to say to the young people that it doesn't make sense to my mind to be talking so openly with the person you're going to be getting engaged to. It just ruins any surprise of getting engaged. There's no like, oh, he popped the question. No, he didn't pop it. Y'all dissected the question for months.
But to be clear, not everybody wants to be surprised. People want to know. That was my biggest thing is I just wanted to be surprised. And he surprised me, y'all.
Well, I got to tell you this, though.
I was thinking that.
But here's the deal. Even if you had not wanted to be surprised, if you had told me you wanted something else, I would have tried to make that something else happen as a surprise.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't have just talked. I mean, if you're going to talk about it, I feel like it's ruining it. There's times that I think I'm speaking and I feel like it's just going in, like it goes in one ear and just goes like right out the other side.
I'm listening. I can't right now.
I don't understand why we talk together. I don't even know. I think Kelly she got ideas in her head and she's doing with those. It's like whatever. That's why the shopping happens.
No, because women can multitask and men cannot.
All right, I'm going to read a comment.
Yeah, please do.
We're getting nowhere real fast in today's podcast. Rebecca Chase, I know her. That's my daughter. Cam and I are both spontaneous date people. I really don't think we ever plan our dates unless it's a reservation on vacation or / on vacation. It's very much a want to do lunch today, want to do Top Golf. We are very nonchalant people in general, so date planning has never been a big deal for us.
That's about to change, Rebecca. You know why? Because you're going to have to set up a sitter.
Oh, I'm totally down.
And then plan your dates. And so it does make it a little hard when
I'm afraid my spending habits will mirror your spending habits when it comes to grandkids.
They don't. I ordered something. I'm going to tell you on air.
So you said, wait.
I didn't order from Amazon. I ordered from an online boutique.
She did this whole thing. In the beginning about how she'd been so good. She ain't been ordering anything.
I have been so good.
We were on vacation and you went shopping every day.
That's not true. Okay. All right. I got some cheap stuff.
Even on the track. I mean, cheap stuff will add up when you got so many people.
Yeah. Well, they're not my problem when it comes to my budget. Just saying. Like
Kate Hawes, she said absolutely yes to the weight bench. Weightlifting equipment is a yes for so many reasons. It's something that benefits you both. Great job taking care of yourselves, Kelly. $3 bottle of soap is a great deal.
Yes, it is.
It's a great deal for that brand. I am concerned that the church doesn't have any hand soap in the budget now. And that the church doesn't have any hand soap in the budget. Now I'm worried you've been making Kelly buy her toilet paper too. Okay.
I should be. But
Kate,
no.
hold on. Wait, we have budget for soap. We just don't go to Bath & Body Works for that.
No,
soap.
they'll buy Dial, which even if you pay $1 a bottle, I paid $3 a bottle. And I got a lot of compliments on my women's bathroom for the way the soaps. And I also did a new little thing in the women's bathroom. I hung a shelf on the wall. And I put women's products there, like, personal women's products. I put dry shampoo. I put mouthwash. I put flossers. I put hairspray. You cannot yawn in the middle of the day.
I wasn't trying to be rude about that. I was trying to fight it back.
I'm just kidding with you. But anyways, I did this really cute thing in our bathroom upstairs. So it looks great.
When she says our bathroom upstairs, she doesn't mean our home. She means the church bathroom that we clean. It's our cleaning section, and she is buying all these things.
I take care of my ladies because I love my Salt and Light ladies. That's number one.
It does feel a little. It feels a little one-sided. Guys ain't got no mouthwash and cologne in there.
Let me tell you something. When I go into the men's bathroom to clean it, the bottles of soap are generally laying down on their side in a puddle of soapy water.
You hope that's water.
I won't even discuss what exact. I went in there and there was a tobacco dip packet in the bottom of the urinal that I had to fish out with gloves. I had to fish it out in order to clean the toilet. I won't discuss the disarray that the toilets are in every time I go in there, or the smell when I go in there. So let me tell you, the men do not deserve any of the specialties. And I wouldn't say it's the men. I would say it's probably the young boys. And unfortunately,
those young boys dipping.
That wasn't a young boy. Well, I hope not. But
Well, I mean, if it's a
do you
man,
want me to put some cologne spray in the bathroom for you guys?
no, not really. But I would tell you this: that I do think a mess begets a mess. So when you, if it's not that you're leaving it messy, but I'm just saying that if something looks nice, it's usually kept a little nicer. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So,
But really quick, our upstairs bathroom in our home that is dominated, well, I guess it's a half and half. 2 boys, 2 girls share that bathroom upstairs. And I put some Bath and Body Works Sunshine soap up there because that was my favorite one of all of them that I got. I put it in the bathroom 4 or 5 days ago. And yesterday went in there and the bottle is empty. And so not only is it empty, every Bath and Body Works foaming soap I've put in there somehow gets water in it. Even though I've told everybody, do not put anything in those soap bottles.
there's a culprit for that.
There's got to be.
Oh, I know who it is.
So not just that, but this one was empty. Do you guys want to know why it was empty? One of our sons has been washing his face with it.
Well, that's on me, but I still hold to what I said. He shouldn't use that soap though; it's too oily. I hold to it. If you have a teenager with acne, hand soap, antibacterial.
I am with you, but
antibacterial hand soap is.
We just went through a $3 bottle.
Right. Well, let's go back to the church side for a second with what Kate said.
Yeah.
If you triple everything, even though it's only $1, but you triple it to $3, if you do that enough times, if you had something that was say $300, it's 100 to 300, you'd see a bigger difference. Well, 100 bottles of soap later, it will be that way. So
I think we'll make it.
I do think that we'll make it. But I mean, at some point you have to stop the tripling things and go, okay, let's go with the cheaper.
Which I am. It's only soap, but then I decided to make a little area for our women. So if they need to freshen up their breath.
So it's kind of not
they have a little
soap.
shot
and
of
then
some mouthwash.
And then Kate's over here bringing up the toilet paper. Kate, all of a sudden we're going to have triple ply up in there or something.
We already have double ply. That's a good thing. Most bathrooms you go in have single ply.
We got the good stuff at Salt and Light.
Yeah, we do.
We got the good stuff.
Unless this virus comes knocking.
And then are you thinking we might have less?
Oh, there'll be a toilet paper shortage for sure.
Oh, like 2020 was the kind of precursor to what they're really going to hit us with.
Yeah.
Everybody's
You guys,
wish
we
they
have
had
so
the
much
day.
juicy news for you. We got to get through some of these comments
Yep.
because we have like a surprise news for you too.
Wait, we do?
Yeah. Summer Swords, yes to the weight bench, and I'm dying at the dad jokes Justin was giving. Jelly Roll, my kids cringe anytime we tell jokes like that. I used to write them on notes in their lunchboxes. Might have to bring that back. I did that all the time for my kids, but they're girls that before I had boys come into my life, and they love it. They beg for it. Kaylee Walker, she's a little quiet woman.
I'm glad to see you're watching, Kaylee. Your mom and dad out here working hard.
The only reason she is because David sends her clippets of what we say about like the engagement and stuff, and that's why. She said my comment probably won't count, but yes to the weight bench.
Well, Kaylee, your comment does count. Nobody discounts comments around here. We read all the family, all the church family, and then all the extended church family.
Exactly. Leah Taylor, I'm late to watching this, but I'll donate my name royalties to SLA.
Oh.
Oh, that's cute. And if you don't get some of these things that we're saying, you guys just have to go back and watch episode 55, I believe is what it was. Because if we're on 57, I think we're on 57.
I don't know.
I know. This is what happens when you take a week off. Let me just shout out some names.
Shout out some names. Read them
Gretchen Benningfield.
Oh, yeah.
Brooke Hardesty. She said she's right there with me, by the way.
Of course, everybody is. I'm
Jody
I'm telling
Ballard.
you, Kelly's the favorite. I know this.
Jody Ballard. Katie Bodo. Patty Mitchell.
You can't say and then not read it.
She said, Kelly knows the days. Don't mess with her hair. Joanna Crabtree. She's wearing the headset. She says. Jackie Keenan. Georgia Sanders. I'm not any team, but I try not to purchase items like a weight bench because you can go on Marketplace. Lori Hasse.
I think it's Hass.
Hass.
Lori Hass. Hasse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe Hasse.
Yeah, I don't know. Lauren Adder, Patty Mitchell again, Connie Ortiz, Morel Jacks, Laura Durand, Roseanne Passenger, like passenger, but passenger, Sharon Roach, Stacy Lavorne. Go ahead, you do that one.
Arishia Howe?
Oh, look at him go.
I can read.
Carol Sanders, Katie Bodo again, Summer Swords again, all these, Debbie Duvall, Carol Whaley, Carrie Crumbly, and Barb Hardy. And y'all, that was just 2 episodes ago. I need to touch a few on this one.
We can't. We got to go. We've been on this the whole time. We're going to be here the whole time. This has been 31 minutes, babe.
I know it is. Well, wrong one.
Yeah. All right. Listen. Here's what we're moving on to.
Not yet. Can we give them our news?
Okay. We can give them the news. What's the news, Kelly?
The news is our house is up for sale.
That's true.
Yeah. Our house is up for sale.
We found a house.
We're moving to Africa.
We found a house that we like. If you who are selling that house are watching, Katie and Matt, we found out that it's your house over the weekend. We didn't know it was your house.
That we put an offer in on.
We didn't know it was your house, just to be clear. I had no clue. We just found the house. It was funny. There's a friend of ours that sent us another house. We weren't quite in the market. Like we weren't actively trying to sell our home and go move somewhere. But
right.
We're typical couple in the sense of always our eyes are always our eyes are always peeled. And here we are with $30 in our account. Like, I don't like those cabinets, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have done the foyer that way. Mm-hmm. That's usually mostly what we're like. But anyway, so we saw this. It was actually an ad for another house on Zillow. So somebody sent us the first house and it's like, you might also like, it was one of those.
Yeah.
So we both saw it. And it's so funny because even since we've seen the house and even today, since we've had a contract on the house that we like, it was Casey who writes on here.
Rogers.
Yeah, Casey Rogers unknowingly sent us
today
a link to the house that we already have a contract on and was like, hey, have you seen this? So it really is very fitting for our family.
Yeah.
It's double the size of the home that we have now.
And you guys are probably, your jaws are dropping right now because you guys are like double the size of your house. You guys have 7 bedrooms. You guys
It's this podcast making us all kinds of money.
Stop, no, it's not. We're not making any more money. Listen,
we do this for love.
We do. We really do. And we wouldn't change it except maybe make some money. But it's
I'm not turning money down.
No, but this house is on 10 acres that we are looking at.
I'm cautious to give too many details.
Yeah, that's all I'm giving.
Yeah.
And that's not even in the exact acreage. So
right. But it's definitely it would be a good move for us. But
in Africa.
Here's yeah, I get it.
Stalkers.
I was going that way. Stalkers are a thing.
They are a thing.
Okay, so here's what I was going to say though.
Yeah.
The house is very fitting for us. We saw it kind of as you might also like.
Yeah.
So we went and saw it. We put an offer on it. Offer was accepted, but obviously we have to sell our own home. So we've got our home up for sale.
Just $1 million. If you know anyone who wants to buy a home for $1 million, I'm just kidding, you guys.
I mean, home prices are expensive today.
They're very expensive.
So it was funny. I was having a different conversation, even the other day with someone saying, well, like people 10 years ago bought houses for this and now they're trying to sell them for that. It's not necessarily a matter of trying to sell your house for a certain price just because you're trying to get that much money out of it. It's a matter of saying, if you sell your house for X price, you have to be able to get into another house.
That's
So
right.
unless you're crazy downsizing, and even at that, I mean, some of the houses today, they're $300,000 and they're a wreck. And good one. That was good.
Yeah.
I'm right too.
I know.
mean, you look at it and you go, what,
Just talking to this person that said that she went to several homes
oh yeah.
that were asking 350 plus.
And her
that were in
descriptions of the home.
disarray.
Yeah. I mean, they were like coming off the foundation type of mess.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Things that probably need to be condemned and just bulldozed and you're
Yeah.
just buying the lot. But anyways,
So prayers for us. We very rarely ask you guys for prayers. We're asking for the Lord's will to be done. And if we're meant to sell our home, that we'll sell it. And
here's the good news. Here's where we are on a personal note. We don't have to move. We would be okay. We could continue to live right where we live and enjoy our life and our time and our kids.
we have a beautiful home.
We have a beautiful home and we have lots of wonderful amenities here at our home and lots of good memories too. And this probably ought to be like its own kind of episode. I'm sure that if we sell this house, it probably will be. But, just as a kind of precursor, it would be good for Kelly and I to have some things to establish of our own.
Right, because this house is beautiful. I've taken it as my own. I've never complained. But if you think about it, I came into this home.
You didn't pick this house.
No, and I just came into this home.
Right. So that's the thing. If you think about it like a new couple,
Yep.
think about a new couple that gets married, a young couple. I shouldn't just say new. We're new, but we're not young like that. What? Anyways, we're not 20 years old. Okay.
I feel 20.
Do you?
I'm just kidding.
I
No.
don't think you do. Anyways, when you're young and you're just starting out, you do those things together.
Yeah.
You pick your first apartment where you're going to go, or you pick your first house where you're going to go. Maybe you have a house built and you do that together, and
Yeah.
you experience those things together. There's something about, listen, we're blessed and we're thankful, but we have not established certain things because we haven't had the chance to. Some of that's probably because we haven't had a need to.
Right.
But it would be good for us. It would be good for us to be able to say, like, this is something we picked together. This is something we did together. And those things are naturally going to happen in one way or another. Anyways, it just so happened that we found a house that was within our price range if we can sell our home, that gives us more square footage and gives us more land.
Yes.
And puts us, it puts us in a good place in a whole lot of ways, but also emotionally,
Yes.
as a couple, maybe I should say relationally, it
Yeah.
puts us in a good place. And so for that reason, we've made the offer and we're excited about it. And so if you're not excited about it, yeah, just do that. Just cheer anyways. Be happy.
Exactly.
Okay, I don't know, but we don't know if it'll happen or not. We got to sell this house, and if our house doesn't sell,
Then we know that's a big fat no from the Lord.
that's right. So we're just leaving it in the Lord's hands, whatever it is that He wants. Okay, let's get to
The show.
I hope I don't get copyright strikes for that.
No.
I don't think so.
Better not give.
Yeah, better not. YouTube better not give me copyright strikes for that.
So
Trump.
Trump. All right.
Aliens.
First of all, Trump. We could unpack the show about all things Trump.
Aliens, Trump,
Yes.
Trump, aliens.
Yes.
Okay, Trump decided to release the alien files. Look that up. That's real.
Yeah.
That really did happen.
Yeah.
But of course, anytime that you release the alien files or anything about aliens, you also open up Pandora's box to all of the fanciful things.
Yeah.
So-
There's no such thing as aliens.
How do you know?
I know, just like I know we didn't go to
All
the
right.
moon.
Let's start out with what's actually been released. Okay? Have you all seen some of these? I'm asking you this. Have you seen some of these alien files that have been released? It's almost to the point of comical.
Oh no, it is comical.
I don't know. So here's the thing. I have a couple of theories. Number one.
It's as comical as the moon landing pictures.
Yeah. I'll give you that. The moon landing pictures are comical.
Yeah. And the fact that you don't have reception in the church. But they had reception to the moon.
Radio. It's different.
And video.
And so, well, no, the video they broadcasted on a wall, and the videos are on are taken from the broadcast that's on the wall. Anyways, we're not here to talk about the moon landing.
Okay,
we're talking
I'm
about
sorry.
aliens. Okay, listen. The actual files that were released, that did happen. There really are government documents of UFOs in the sense of unidentified flying objects. That is real. That really did. The releasing of files all the way dating back from the 1940s, that's real. Now, here's the thing that immediately is a little kick in the pants about it.
Okay.
There's a little kicker to it. The first one goes like this. Those files that have been released are everything that I've read are just testimonies of other people.
Yes.
So we're acting as if because someone who was some official gave a testimony about something that they saw.
So you mean Men in Black is pretend?
Oh, Men in Black is real.
For
What were we talking about? I don't remember.
a second there, you got me. I'm like,
Remember
what
they
do
had
you
the little
mean?
pen? They had the little pen.
Yes.
Okay. So here's what I'm saying though. There's no difference in a guy from the FBI in the 1980s or a guy from the CIA or a guy from the military who made some sort of a claim back in the 1940s or today. He could be lying. He could be crazy. Just because somebody's in the FBI or the CIA or NASA or whatever doesn't mean that they don't have mental instability.
This is true.
And people lie all the time.
Yes.
All the time. People are lying. I get lied to regularly about certain things. Somebody will tell me something, I will believe them, and then come to find out they were lying.
His wife usually knows and tells him, hey, they're lying. And she was right.
Sometimes she's right. She doesn't clock the time she's not right, though. There are times that you've been like, they're not telling the truth, and then come to find out they were. Are you hearing what I'm saying about the alien files?
I am.
To say that we're releasing files, but those files are just stories. They're just people saying. Like, it's not like, oh, okay, this squadron. Okay, this
Space Force.
It's not like saying there was an entire town in Ohio and all of these people. We have documentation from all of these people in some city in Ohio that all of them were outside that night, and at between 9 o'clock and 9:30, there was this up in the sky, and this person got abducted, and we all saw it, and now that person is actually missing. Nothing like that. We're talking about Joe Schmo, who was part of whatever, claims that he saw blank.
Did I have a few beers? I might have had a 12-pack, but I saw it. It was an alien.
Do you see what I'm saying, though? Like
I do, but did you or did you not growing up? Were you not told they're preparing for the rapture?
Oh, we're getting
Alien
to that.
abduction.
You're jumping ahead. We're getting to that. Okay, let's do it. Let's go there.
Right.
So do I think that someone could see how alien abduction could cover the rapture? Sure, I'm not dogging on that.
Yeah.
And I think it's a reasonable thought to say Jesus raptures the church. Church is gone. The world's going to need an explanation.
Yep.
Aliens will be an easy thing to point at.
Yep.
Yes. Here's the one thing I don't love about the term they're preparing for the rapture. Nobody knows the day or the hour.
Yeah, but nobody knows the day or the hour when aliens will abduct a bunch of people.
Well, do you see what I'm saying, though? So I just don't know that, like, how do you prep for something? How do you know it's not going to be another 1,000 years?
Hey, they're prepared then.
I mean, that's a lot.
They have their excuse.
Yeah, I think Satan is always trying to take over because that's
Yeah.
what he does. He's the enemy who comes to steal, kill, and destroy.
I agree.
And so, here's what I think about people. I haven't really been.
Uh-oh.
I think they're chasing the goose.
Okay. I just want to make sure our dog isn't eating our chickens.
Maybe text one of our children and let them know
Yeah.
to bring the dogs in. But I want to say this. Listen.
Yeah, I'm listening.
The Bible says, out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. You cannot take this one guy who claims that he saw this one thing and run off with it and say that he has seen aliens or that you have proof of aliens.
Correct.
And I don't know if this is like some sort of a trolling thing, because I got to be honest with you. I just feel like from what I've seen thus far, and I haven't done a ton of research, but I looked into it a little bit just for this. And what I have seen thus far is more like this. These are pretty cheesy photos and testimonies.
It's terrible.
I mean, it's just a step above a tabloid
Yeah.
to say that these are their files
Yeah.
that they have. And so I don't know.
Let's pull some of these up.
Yeah, you might be able to find some and pull them up.
Yeah.
I looked at some earlier, and I'm going to tell you, I'm not impressed. So the first thing is you have all these eyewitness testimonies that are, I don't remember how many there are total, but there are some, legitimately, there are some eyewitness testimonies to things that have been seen, but I'm not impressed by the testimonies that are there. Just because some guy's got some acronym behind his name, to me, doesn't say that he's being honest.
Yeah, agree.
So there's one, okay? Now, second one is pictures. They've got picture proof. Y'all, the pictures are a joke. I mean, like a joke of a joke. It just doesn't even make sense to me. First of all, here's something to note about the pictures. Some of the pictures, they claim that people have seen something that looks like a cigar with like kind of like it's breaking the sound barrier or whatever, like sound and noise and light coming out of the back end of the cigar, and it's, rocketing through the sky, the cigar shaped thing. That's one.
Yeah.
Then there's the orbs. There's black orbs and white orbs that are floating around. Some of them are in video, some of them are picture, and they're kind of like floating around.
I can't.
And then there's one that they have, probably the most unexplainable. This 8-pointed star. Did you see that one?
Yes.
It looks, it's like this little.
It looks like someone is using a projector.
Yeah.
And they're projecting it on your wall and then saying that's outside right now.
And it's like a little. It looks to me like a compass,
Yes.
like a compass that's north, south, east, and west, like
Yeah.
a compass, but it's like supposedly like floating around in the sky. And these proponents are saying, oh, well, look, it's erratic movement and that would defy the laws of physics. And I'm like, well, it defies the laws of physics unless it's a flashlight on a wall or, whatever else. It's the cheesiest, corniest. And by the way, if you're all for these and you're like, oh no, I believe in aliens because of this. Hey, more power to you. You go ahead and think that this proves aliens.
You're silly. Listen, I just want to send a little broadcast out there. Aliens, if you can hear us, Batman symbol. Give us the Batman symbol. I think that'd be kind of cool.
But they may not know what Batman is or even speak our language.
Of course they do. Haven't you seen Men in Black?
All right, here's a good point for you. Here's something to think about. How come we're always looking for intelligent life, and we think that life is so much more intelligent than us, that they have flying saucers that can go through space and by the way, I mean, that's the other fanciful things that are coming out right now is like, oh, well, that means that aliens are interdimensional. So that's the new one is aliens aren't just from outer space, they're interdimensional. That's why they can travel in and out. Because if space is as big as they're trying to say that space is, which you have no proof of that, but whatever. But if space is as big as you're trying to say space is, now you're seeing that these aliens are traveling at some sort of speed that is just unknown to us, how fast that they would have to be traveling to be able to get here, or that they've been traveling for, longer than the Earth has been around, as they've been making their way this direction. But then they're here, looking at us or, whatever that you think that they're doing. Anyways, my point is this. How come that we're talking about intelligent life that can do all of this, And yet the best we have of that is if we go to Mars, we're looking for like the least little drop of water, because if we could find the least little drop of water, we would prove that there's life, because
Yeah.
where there's water, there would be life. I mean, the distance between what you are looking for is if you're the more intelligent thing looking for life in a water molecule on Mars versus what you think is happening, that these things are like making their way all the way here. And then you can't be claiming that it's like more intelligent life, but then you're on the hunt for like any sign
Yes.
of any life whatsoever. So they have their testimonies. Then they have these little pictures of like, black things or white things. And then they have videos of those. I'm kind of classifying those into the same thing.
Yes.
Like, and here's the deal. That's it. They don't have a physical
Do you
ship.
not see the same thing with the moon landing, though? I mean, you can see it so clearly with this alien stuff. How do you not see it just as clearly with the moon landing?
This is getting flipped on me real
It's
fast.
comical.
Okay, hang on, wait, stick with me though. There's a difference in what they're claiming from one and what they're claiming from the other. I'm not here to defend the moon landing. I don't want to listen. There's enough of y'all watching. Y'all are on Kelly's side on this moon landing thing, and I get it. Here's what I say though. Someone has told me something.
Yeah.
And now what we're doing is saying, no, you're lying and you have to prove you're not lying.
Yeah.
And there is some proof from their end that they're not lying. There are some things that you would have to say that would puncture a hole. If you say they are lying, that does puncture a hole. Like the vast amount of people that were employed at NASA. And for all of that amount of people to be in agreement that they went to the moon, and yet, now then you have to take that a step further. And be like,
I think they duped a lot of people.
there you go. See, that's what I'm saying. Like you have to like give another thing.
Well, think about these 50 pastors that went out to this. How come none of them are talking about it?
I don't believe that.
And
50
one
pastors
came
went.
back and is saying, "Oh, I was just making that up. That's on
That's
me."
right. That's what I'm saying. I think that's like 50 pastor thing. Like it's made up. But what I'm saying is that the files that are being released, it's not like they're saying we have these files that are being released and we have a ship. That's what I was going to get to a moment ago. Like they haven't released files and be like, we have a ship.
Yeah.
In our
Area
possession,
51.
yeah, we have an extraterrestrial. We have a being that we can't explain.
Yeah.
That has different DNA than us and doesn't have blood running through its veins. And
Oh, they do. They just can't tell us about those things.
now, see, you can't flip flop like that. Which side are you on here?
I'm being sarcastic, babe. but that's what people will tell you. They'll say, I knew somebody that his dad was in the Air Force and he swears he's been to Area 51.
Right, and they've seen this or that. Okay,
Yeah.
so here's my point though. The files that they have released
Yes.
are comical.
Yes.
But they're not saying, all they're saying is these are testimonies we have. This is what's in the file. This is
Yeah.
what we're releasing. That's different than the moon landing where they go, okay, we televised it. We have pictures. We have astronauts who say firsthand they have been there. They're alive and telling us that we have been there. This is what we've done. So I'm just saying that there's a whole lot more lying going on for the moon landing if the moon landing is totally fake. I think my point to the UFO files is they're literally comical. I mean, the things that you're telling us you have files of, even if you had said, okay, we have pictures, but they were clearer, better pictures or videos, but the stuff that you have looks like it's from 1950. It looks
Yeah.
like it looks like a 1950s. Not even a good 1950s television show. I mean, it literally looks like a little dot on the
Agree.
screen, and you're like, "Oh, see, that's a UFO," and I'm like, "Or it's a fly that's too close to the lens." You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make sense to say that these things are UFOs, and then to jump even further and say not only are they some sort of a flying object that was way up in the sky, and that's why the video looks like that, but that means that we have some sort of life form that is so much smarter and better than us because of that. Any of those objects could have been 10 other things besides extraterrestrial spaceships flying around, flying around us. So call me a giant skeptic if you want, but it's more than just a skeptic. I don't believe at all that there are aliens, period.
Period.
At all.
Exclamation mark.
So then that leaves you with the question, what are people seeing? If they're not seeing UFOs, flying saucer.
They're seeing what 12 beers in looks like.
Well, you can't take a picture of 12 years.
Fame.
Well, you can, but not what they're seeing. So what do you think when somebody says that they've seen an alien? What do you think? What do you think they're seeing?
I don't know. My mom used to tell me I had a wild imagination.
So what do you think they're seeing? Ghost.
No, demons for sure.
Okay.
Okay. But even then, I think a lot of those accounts are just people being weird and with their creative imaginations. I mean, you can think you saw anything. I mean, look at that time that you guys were out. I forget where you were at. And in the sky, you saw that line of all the dots.
Oh, it was Starlink. Yeah.
You could
Early
run
on.
wild with that if you didn't
Yeah.
know it was Starlink.
Yep.
And say, I saw a UFO. There's nothing you can say to me that would convince me that I didn't see a UFO.
What before they announced Starlink was Starlink, or at least made it where I knew about it, or anybody that I knew about it, I was in two situations where I saw that line
Yeah.
of lights. One time it happened when I was on the church steps with just one guy, and then another time I was with a group of people, and they all pulled out their phones, and I actually have a video of it on my phone. I pulled
Yeah.
out my phone and took a little video of it, and you're just watching this line of lights, go across the sky. It's like probably 5 or 6, and it's like that long.
Yeah.
And it's just going across the sky. Of course, that brings its own questions of like, well, if it's so far away, how can I see it that
right.
big?
Right.
And why is it lit up like that? I mean, did you put a
Because
singular
we're on
light
a
on everyone?
dome. I'm just kidding. I don't believe that.
I do just want, like, it's obviously up there.
Yeah.
I just wonder, is it like, how far is it really, and what exactly is it really? I don't know. I don't claim to know anything, you all. I don't claim that I know anything. I just claim that
To not know.
I
No.
don't.
To know not.
Here's what I don't believe. I don't believe there's aliens for this reason. The scriptures have been pretty clear to me when I read the scriptures that God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. And that the world has groaned and travailed with birth pains until now. Like, there's a whole lot to be said about the world.
Yeah.
And to make the claim that there's some sort of being outside of the world, and I don't mean spiritually, I'm talking in a physical way, then you have to ask yourself the question of like, okay, well, what's up with that? I mean, did Jesus die for those? Is he going to redeem those? Because one day, John said that he saw heaven and earth. He saw the earth burned up with a fervent heat. And then he saw a new heaven and a new earth. Well, but if there's other aliens around, if there's other beings around, did Jesus die for them? And if not, are they just like animals in the sea and animals on the land? Like, oh, well, you have these other animal beings, but they're, not here on this earth. Like, why do they have to be more intelligent than us? Anyways, nonetheless, I don't think there's such a thing as aliens at all. I do think that people have seen things, and I think that I think what you're saying is a part of that. Maybe that what they're seeing is just like they're stretching their wild imagination. They're just stretching what they think. And then that could be one. Or I think option 2 is I think it could be spiritual. And because they don't want to admit something spiritual, you're trying to create something physical.
Right.
But it can't be explained physically. So what I'm saying is maybe some of the things that they've seen in the sky, maybe some of the things that they've seen floating around, maybe the things that they've seen flying or the things they've seen doing something supernatural, maybe it's not extraterrestrial, maybe it's spiritual, and what you're seeing is something demonic or even angelic,
Yeah.
and you didn't know what you were seeing.
Right.
And because you don't,
I agree with that completely.
I'm telling you this right now. If I went outside right now and I saw something floating around in the sky, my brain is not going to go, oh, that's alien life.
For sure.
But because I do have a bent on the spiritual side, I'm probably going to go, is that an angel?
Yeah.
Is that a demon?
Yeah.
Is this from God? Is this holy or unholy? Like,
Yeah.
my mind is going to go to the spiritual, not to the extraterrestrial.
Agree.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's my take. There's my 2 cents. Now I have a whole button dedicated to this, all to say that I don't believe in it.
And neither do I. I second that. I concur. But listen, on that topic of conspiracy theories.
This isn't a conspiracy. This happened.
No, I know. But, people
This
have
is real.
said for some time that Trump is the Antichrist. Now, listen,
are those who
I
think
started out in probably 2018. My brother loved Trump when he announced he was running. And I said, you better be careful. You are rooting for a man. You are backing a man that could be the Antichrist. He is ignorant. He is this, he is that. I didn't know much about Trump, but I was like, you just be careful what you're doing there. And within 6 months, Trump won me over. And I was like, die hard, big, huge flag on the back of my vehicle.
She was a Trumper.
Yes, huge Trumper. I was never QAnon, but I was a huge Trumper. And I mean, to the point where I cried in 2020 when they robbed him. No, that wasn't in 2020. Yeah, it was in 2020 when he was robbed of it, right?
Yeah.
So that means that he was president 4 years.
2016 to 2020, right?
Yeah. So I guess it was previous to 2016 that I was an anti-Trumper. Like I was just like, well, be careful. You don't know what you're doing.
Time flies.
Time does fly. It's so
That was
strange.
10 years ago.
Ew, that's weird. And so then I was a huge Trumper. Trump flags, Trump everything, Trump rallies, like just in love with Trump and all the things. There have been some things that are very concerning lately.
Well, I'll just, before you get to the things that are concerning lately, I'll just say the thing publicly that I've always said privately, which is I don't let him off the hook for 2020.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people let him off the hook for 2020. And I go, here are things that I know, like these are actual real things. We were handed stimulus checks in 2020 for $1,200, $1,500, whatever it was. But yet took money out and borrowed money that now we taxpayers have to pay back to the sum of something like $120,000 per taxpaying citizen. And my children, so my children have incurred a tax debt that they will have to pay back because we were given stimulus checks for them. They didn't have any say over that. I didn't have any say over that. I mean, can you imagine if I looked at you and I was like, hey, I'm going to give you a loan for $1,200, and you're like, oh, that sounds nice. I'm like, but you're going to have to pay me back over the course of your lifetime. You have to pay me back $120,000. You're like, I don't want to do that. Man, you don't get any say.
Yep.
We stuck it in your account.
Yeah, for sure.
And so
I'm with you on that.
I say, I don't forget 2 weeks to slow the curve.
Yep.
We were told 2 weeks, we're going to shut down for 2 weeks to slow the curve. And then it was months and months and even into the years for some people in some cities. And I mean, the effects of it are still happening, and, we're getting further away from it. And so people are kind of forgetting, but you can't make the claim for everybody to shut down and to mask and to, social distance and come up with all these crazy things. All of a sudden, Walmart employees are making, health rules for us about what's healthy and what's not healthy. I'm going into Walmart and they're telling me that I got to follow little green line. I mean, it felt like the world's biggest social experiment, and Trump was president.
So bizarre.
Trump was president during that time. And he was very bold to say, this is what we have to have happen, and these are pandemics and blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, when our cities and our states are making us do things, and then, what happened was everybody who wants to support Trump says, oh, well, that was on the state level. That was this. Well, it was on the national level that you said 2 weeks to slow the curve, and you convinced everybody to start it. And then all of a sudden, I'm not allowed to eat inside of a restaurant, but if there's a tent outside a restaurant, I'm allowed to go eat inside the tent outside the restaurant.
Right.
That really happened here.
I know.
We had restaurants setting up tents outside.
Yeah.
And I couldn't help but notice that one of the biggest tent manufacturers in Louisville, Kentucky, also had some connections to some political parties in Louisville, Kentucky. And so tents were allowed outside, but others weren't. And, whatever. The list could go on. 2020 really turned me off, to be honest with you. I was never a Trump hater and still am not. But I just say I refuse. I'm not gonna ever be to the point that I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna have my eyes open to what I see really happening.
Yeah.
And when I see that what happened with Trump, for that time period, for that year, I go, man, something didn't add up here. Something stunk.
Well, I find myself since 2020 making so many concessions for him. Oh no, it's not that. It's this. It's not. But what broke me was his Gaza video.
Yeah, the Trump Gaza video.
That broke me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care who made it. It is still active on his Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
You still allow it to be on there, where you're glorifying yourself, glorifying trans people. You're glorifying golden statues of you everywhere, only to double down and erect a gold 22-foot gold statue of yourself in Doral, Florida.
Yeah, and
And
that's
it's
real.
his resistance pose.
Yeah.
Of when after he was an attempt assassination,
Right.
and he did his little, and that's real deal. You can see it for yourself. And that's not the only things. There have been some things that are so questionable.
It would be something if, and I'm curious about that because I've seen this. I've done zero research into this, but I have a question. Maybe you could answer that right now. Maybe you could look into this. Did Trump erect the statue of himself, or did someone else erect a statue of him?
So, from what I'm reading, someone else.
Well, I can't blame Trump for, again, this is just me being objective. I can't blame Trump for something that he didn't do. If someone else, if somebody made a statue of me and I was like, that's weird, but like I didn't make it, you can't blame me for somebody else making a statue of me.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's plenty of you guys have made statues of me. You know what I mean? Like probably 30-foot statues of me that are diamond. It's got to be. It's got to be real. Do you see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So if Trump didn't make the statue, then I actually feel better about it because I heard that Trump made the statue. And I heard that it was in Mar-a-Lago, but see, this is where.
It's at his golf course in Doral.
We need to. Well, it's his golf course, so I would assume somewhere in there he knew they were going to put a statue of him in the golf course, and he might have been like, "Hey, that could be in bad taste."
Yeah. It's funded by cryptocurrency investors. The statue is bronze covered in gold leaf, fist raised.
It's not even real
And
gold.
it's called Don Colossus.
What's that mean? Don Colossus.
I'm not sure.
Colossus sounds like big.
Yeah.
Colossal. Colossus. Well, I hold to what I said. I think that it, again, Trump, you're smart in so many other ways. You don't see how that could be seen as, maybe not the best idea, to have a statue erected of yourself or allow a statue to be erected of yourself. The only way that I give Trump a pass on that is if he had no clue, he had no news of it, and it was like, they just did it. What did you want me to do? Am I going to go tell them to take it down after they did it? Okay, I could get that, but it's on your golf course and it is of you. Something tells me somewhere that somebody probably got your permission and I'm sure he probably loved that idea.
Oh, yeah. Because
I liked it when y'all built mine, so. I've got so many more statues, so much bigger than Trump statues.
That's true.
So.
That's true.
Anyways, it does, I don't know, the Trump statue does give off some Nebuchadnezzar vibes.
Oh, for sure. Like that coming off of the Trump Gaza video.
Right, where there was also, to me, that feels like a little bit of predictive programming, though, because here's Trump Gaza video, and there's a giant gold statue of Trump in the Trump Gaza video, and then now you have an actual physical statue of Trump being erected. It's almost like they're kind of like laughing in our face, like, hey, we did it, and look,
They're trying to say that, how do you say that?
Hasidic.
Jews.
Behind the Florida giant statue of golden, the golden Trump statue.
Jewish activists joined evangelical supporters as Trump phoned in to thank attendees.
Hey, for all of you all who just jumped on the Jew thing, they've been making statues that they're not supposed to make for a long time.
That's right.
There was one that they made of a cow, and they said, "This is your God that brought you out of Egypt."
That's right.
And then they had to wander in the wilderness.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. Tell us where you stand. Where do you stand when it comes to this whole Trump stuff? Because
here we go. You ready?
Heart of hearts, like I feel overwhelmingly good about him, and I know the heart is deceitful. I totally understand that, but I don't know. I don't know what to think or say.
You ready?
But I'm not a dieharder, so
you've kind of lost the diehard stuff. You don't have the Trump flag on the back of your vehicle anymore, so there's that. You kind of miss it though. I think Kelly just loved that spicy Kelly coming out. Yes. She just loved having that flag to tick people off.
When you just said that, I was like, oh, I'll pull it out to tick off a liberal.
Yeah, a little snowflake.
I haven't heard that in so long. All right, tell us where you stand, Pastor
those
Justin.
snowflakes. Okay, Pastor Justin's take on the Trump statue.
Even though I probably stole your thunder for tomorrow with that one.
No, I don't know. You've kind of took both of them for tomorrow's pod. Hey, if y'all don't know, I've got another podcast going on with my pastor buddies and my buddies from church. So, anyways, off the pulpit, that's tomorrow.
Yep.
Or they're also thinking about calling it pulpit to podcast. What do you think? Off the pulpit or pulpit to podcast? But off the pulpit's easier to say.
I know, and I was a pulpit to podcast, but when you say off the pulpit, I just don't know, flows for me.
Got to flow.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go though. The Trump statue. Let me just say it like this. Okay. How about I say it this way? If remember when Bill Clinton was running around with Monica Lewinsky and got all caught in that?
Yes.
And everybody's like, oh, he should this all happened. Okay, so I didn't agree with Bill Clinton for doing that because that's a sinful, immoral thing that he was doing with Monica Lewinsky. You right? You with me there?
Yeah.
So if it was lying or if it's adultery, I know people say that stuff about Trump, but I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know really the Clinton thing. I only know what they tell me, but I'm just saying that. I don't know of any hardcore evidence that Trump is some sort of pedophile. You know, people say he's a pedophile. Like, you can't say that. You don't know.
You have zero evidence where we do have evidence against all the others.
Right. So you have zero evidence, as far as I know, about Trump being some sort of a pedophile. Okay. I heard that he was all over the Epstein files, and then I'm going to tell you that I've read a lot of those files, and I don't find Trump in those. Now, I'm not saying I'm the be-all, end-all, but whatever. But here's my point. Would you say that Trump is prideful?
Yes.
The Bible says that God hates a proud look.
Well, what comes before
a fall? It's pride. Pride goes before a fall.
Yeah.
And you know, the Bible says that there are these things that the Lord hates, but there's one. The Lord hates a proud look. Like the Lord does not like pride.
Yep.
And when you even saw with like Nebuchadnezzar, you know, Nebuchadnezzar got struck because of his pride.
Yeah.
Stood out and said, look at what I've built. Look at all of this. And the Lord struck him, and he was like an animal, like a beast in the field. He struck him because of his pride. And so, you know, I think that you cannot deny this simple fact. The Lord guides the hearts of the kings like he does the streams and the rivers. So Trump is part of God's plan. In one way or another. You can never take that away from him. You can hate that man, and you can't take away the fact that he is a part of God's plan.
Yeah.
And I watch, and I think that God gives us patterns of things that he does. And I watch in the Old Testament. It's a very interesting thing. I've done it twice with our church. I haven't done it since you've been there, but twice I've done a study where I'll do a biblical overview, and I'll take a lot of people don't know, this is going to seem like a sidetrack, but I promise I'm getting somewhere. Israel and Judah in the Bible. You hear of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, but they'll split. They have a civil war and they split, and they become Israel in the north and Judah in the south. I'm going to call it 10 and 2. 10 tribes in the north and 2 in the south. It's a little different than that, but it's easier numbers to say, 10 and 2. The 10 tribes in the north, they didn't have Jerusalem. They didn't have the temple. They didn't have the holy city. So they didn't have the city of David. And they didn't want the people. They're only one king removed. They're on the second king after David. There's David, and then there's Solomon, and then there's these new guys, Rehoboam and Jeroboam. And they don't want the people to go down. I say go down. So they don't want the 10 in the north to go down into Judah because they don't want them to reunite. And God went to that king, that first king after Solomon, and he said, if you will follow me, I will bless you like David. God made a covenant with David that brought Christ into the world. And the Lord said, I will bless you, and I will make a covenant with you like David. But yet that king stood up and he made a golden calf in the north and in the south. So that way, no matter where you were in the nation of Israel, you could go to this golden calf. And he said, behold your God that brought you out of Egypt. And I say that to say the people in Israel went and they worshiped those golden calves. This is the interesting part of that study that I said that I've done. From that point, so you've got King David, then King Solomon, that's all 12 tribes in one. But then you get split up Rehoboam and Jeroboam. Jeroboam's in the north, Rehoboam's in the south. And Jeroboam says, look at your gods, Well, Jeroboam dies, and the next guy comes up as king, and then he dies. The Lord went, and this is the interesting part, the Lord went and had a prophet go and tell that guy, if you'll follow the Lord, he'll bless you like David. But when you get to the end of that king's life, do you know what it says? And he did wicked in the eyes of the Lord and followed after his father Jeroboam. And then you get to the next king in Israel. Here's the thing about Israel. Israel in the north, once they split, never had a good king, ever. If you were to say how many good kings were in Israel after Solomon, the answer is 0. They never had a good king. They were all... And so here's the thing. Every single one of them, do you know what you see at the beginning of their... Well, I shouldn't say every one because you don't hear about... Sometimes you get a king's name, but you don't hear anything of him. But at least 6 or 7 or 8 times over, you read, this guy becomes the king. The Lord sent a prophet and said, if you'll follow after me, I will bless you like David, like your father David. And you read a few verses of the wicked things that this king did, and you get to the end of it, and then you find out that that guy died, and he did evil in the sight of the Lord, and he followed after his father, Jeroboam. Next guy, life, the Lord makes a promise. He lives his life as king. He dies. He did evil in the sight of the Lord, followed after his father, Jeroboam, over and over and over and over again. And so I believe that if Trump would follow the Lord.
Yes.
And I think you see these traces, which is the thing that you want and I want. I want it. I see Trump reading the Bible recently. And I'm like, man, I want that. I want Trump to read the Bible. And I want him to believe it. And I see the video where Trump's like saying about doing good things and somebody asking about going to heaven. He's like, I don't think heaven's a possibility for me. And I think that's heartbreaking. For Donald Trump, heaven is a possibility for you if you'll put your faith in Jesus Christ. Yes. A righteous nation, man, a righteous nation is what we need. Yeah. We would be blessed if we would be a righteous nation. But the only way for us to be a righteous nation is to do more than politically stand up and be like, yeah, we're all, one nation under God. Thank you for saying one nation under God. Thank you for reading the Bible. But here's the deal. Repent.
Yes.
Give your heart to Christ. Fully commit to Christ. He'll change the whole land.
Yeah.
If we believe what we read in Chronicles, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray. If my people who are called by my name, you mean like the Lord guides the hearts of the kings, like the streams and the rivers? If my people who are called by my name, if they will humble themselves, opposite of pride, if they'll humble themselves and pray and repent of their sins, turn from their wicked ways, I will hear from heaven and I will heal their land. And so I believe that we are facing the judgment of God. I believe we might have an opportunity under somebody who's got the guts to do what needs to be done, like Trump. Unfortunately, I see just as much as I see remnants of Christianity and faith in some things. Yeah. If I'm being objective, hate Trump or not, you have to admit there are some things that you go, that was good.
Yeah.
But then there are all of these other things, just as many, I would say, that tell me that you're following after the footsteps of your father.
Yeah.
And you're doing evil in the sight of the Lord. And I'm not here to pick apart everything and say, here's where his heart is.
Yep.
I just know if he would fully give his heart to the Lord and he would fully follow the Lord would bless our land for it. It would be a residual effect. The Lord would bless America if we would truly be a nation that follows after him again.
Yes.
But there are some things that really have to happen. We are calling for the judgment of God on our nation.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Hey, that got heavy at the end.
A good kind of heavy though.
Well, you asked for my opinion, and I'm a pastor, so you did that.
It gets heavy.
That on yourself.
It gets heavy really quick.
You brought that on yourself.
I did, but we love being back.
Yes,
so very much. Like I just feel, I don't know, a joy when we're out here doing this.
I feel at home.
Yeah, very much so.
Kind of are, but
still, it's amazing.
Yeah,
prayers for our home. And
chime in about the aliens. I want to hear, even if you like full on, if you're like,
even if you feel silly because Kelly called you silly and you believe in them.
Yeah, like we want to hear it. I want to hear if you've encountered an alien, I want to hear it. I want to hear about your alien story.
Yeah.
Happy chaos. That's our song. Loud